Hello YouTube, welcome to another ride. Today is a beautiful 81 degree, I believe. Yeah, 81 degrees, I think that's what it was when I left. 81 degree, sunny. Had a little bit of rain this morning, but all afternoon it's been clear. It kind of sucked the humidity out of the air when it rained, so it's been a nice and, I wouldn't say cool, but a lot better than it was before. It was extremely humid before that. So, good time to get out for a ride. The air flowing through here, nice and comfortable. Oh, a beautiful day out here. And we are starting to get into the fall, so I'm going to be fighting the sunsets earlier and earlier. So, sorry if I'm pointing you guys into the glare a lot. I'll try to be conscious of that, but as you guys know, I am usually not, so I apologize. Just bear with me. We're gonna have fun. It'll be fun anyway. And yeah, so last time, if you guys watched, I was talking about something I might be purchasing, a deal that I found that was a little too good to be true, and it turns out it was not too good to be true. It was a very good deal. And I unfortunately hemmed and hawed about it for a few days, and then decided, yeah, finally, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. And made the call, arranged to go see the guy, and I got there 20 minutes too late. 20 minutes before I called and said, yeah, I'm gonna come look at it. If it looks good, I'll take it home. And 20 minutes before I got there, somebody else showed up, and it looked perfect. It looked perfect. Just my luck. And they took it home. I got there while it was still there, and I got to look it over, not really realizing, you know, you walk in, somebody else looking at it, I walk up, and then they said, oh no, this person showed up 20 minutes before you, so they got first dibs, and then you're standing there like an idiot saying, oh, never mind. But what it was a Honda CB500X that I was looking at, and I've been looking at a bunch of bikes. The CB500, the KLR, V-Strom. I've even been looking at a couple of, you know, keep my eyes open for a little Himalayan. I think if I find the right deal on it, even that might be fun. And but I'm looking for, you know, I'm not just looking for anything, I'm just kind of looking for a good deal, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% that I want to go that route yet, but I am definitely looking. But I found this one, and yeah, I was going back and forth, went to look at it, and it was in perfect condition. It was 2 years old, which is, I was looking at something a little older, but it wasn't 2 years old. It only had just over 1,000 miles, and what it was is the person who bought it had bought it to, that was going to be their first bike. They went out a few times, well, 1,000 miles worth, and just never got comfortable and decided to sell it. And they wanted the garage space more than anything, so they were selling it for an extremely good deal. And you know, when I was the reason I was hemming and hawing, I should have just called them right away, because the price that you're going, or the price that they were selling it for in the low miles, I immediately thought, you know, it must have been laid down or something. There's something wrong with it. There's something they're not saying in the posting that they had posted. Just something doesn't add up. And then finally I called, and no, everything was as it was. They just wanted it gone. They didn't want to deal with, you know, holding on to it for more than a week, apparently, at the price they were selling it for. They just wanted it gone. And had I reacted right away, boy, I could have got one heck of a deal on that one. But such is life. It wasn't meant to be. So onward, you know, half the fun is looking. I do enjoy that part of it too, so we'll see. Maybe yet by the end of summer I'll surprise you guys with a new trek down a little back road, gravel road, dirt road, something like that on a new bike. But until then, we're gonna have plenty of fun with the bikes I got. Except for I've talked many times about the problems with the Sportster electrical, and yeah, it happened again. It hasn't happened for me in 2 years, But I was out riding that one a few days ago, and it was extremely hot and humid. So I'm not sure if the high heat has something to do with it. You know, in Minnesota, we don't get extreme heat too often. And so that might have had something to do with it. Maybe I'm thinking there must be something like expanding and shorting out. But yeah, I was cruising along in town, so there wasn't getting a lot of wind, and just filled up with gas. So I was cruising through town, and then all of a sudden, vroom, the engine goes off, and I go coasting to the side, pull in the clutch, hit the starter, nothing happened, and pull off to the side, turn the key off, turn the key back on, starts right up. Thinking, what the hell? Again. So drive home, nothing happened. Drive home completely fine. Nothing else happened. Of course, then when I went home, got home, I did the diagnostics through the Harley. You can do that through the thing, and it shows up right here. And all it did is give me a bunch of error codes where, you know, it says your left blinker, right blinker, your brake light, your coil, everything died. Which, yeah, obviously everything died. I know that. I was on the bike. It all died. And it doesn't really specify anything that's going wrong, so I'm thinking that's happened to me before, and I went through, checked every connection, thought everything was good, and it could just be with that thing. It's one of the wires is just kind of a shitty connection and vibrating loose again. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I gotta work out that one with the Sportster again here pretty soon, but more fun with the Sportsters, huh? Yeah, so that I was getting a little excited, you know, going back and forth about that little CB, doing you know, how you get excited and keep thinking about, oh, this is gonna be nice, this is gonna be nice. But I'll have to keep looking. And originally the bike that kind of got this all kicked off was the KLR. When they came back out with that one is the one that interests me the most. But back when it first came out, I was extremely interested. But the only thing that really kind of pushes me away from that bike is the seat height. I know when I sit on most of these bikes that I've been looking at, I'm fine. Even you know, I can still flat foot. And on the KLR, I am just above flat footing, so just a hair. And I know that's not a big deal. It's just that I've been riding cruisers like this for the last how many years, where I've had cruisers, and they're all, you know, they're all extremely low seat height. Even with the lift in the suspension that I have on the Sportster, it is still extremely low. I think it's like 29 inches or something like that, with the 2 inches of lift that I've I think it was 2 inches of lift that I put on there. So going from that to what is the KLR 33 and some change, that's quite the difference. But that one is so squishy that I don't know. And they sell plenty of lowering links, so I keep going back and forth to that one. Like, do I want that, or you know, just go with it? That was the one I was always interested off the bat. But I know there are probably some better options. Like the V-Strom has just been around forever, and that one's supposed to be bulletproof. And like, another thing is having not a lot of experience in the dirt, other than, you know, some bikes when I was a kid and my little mini bike, which doesn't really count for anything. You know, learning on a big bike. They keep saying some of these, you know, some of them that they're comparing it to, like the Himalayan and the KLR, are big, heavy pigs. And I think that's coming from more people who are used to dirt bikes, I'm guessing, because I've sat on them, and, you know, I'm used to something like this where, well, this guy's just, he's trucking along okay, I guess. We're just going to cruise behind this guy and enjoy the day, because this is not a road you want to pass on. There's no good passing, and there are a lot of deer on this road. So we're just going to keep some distance. I also don't want to make that guy panicky if he is not good at, you know, cornering with a passenger on the back or something. I don't know. But yeah, keep going back and forth with that, and keep looking for the deal of the century. That's probably not going to come, and eventually I'll just get sick of looking and just get one, and who knows what it'll be. And yeah, if anybody out there is kind of in the same boat as far as you know, my biggest drawback is my inseam. I have like a 32 inch inseam, and with that, I'm okay on most bikes, but if you get really tall like the KLR, that's kind of my limit as far as being able to flat foot and really be comfortable. So, or maybe it's something I just need to, you know, just get past it and deal with it. I'm pretty sure it would take me all of a weekend to adjust. I really don't think it'd be too big of a deal. It's just that I'm always thinking, you know, if I'm learning out on a gravel road and there's rocks or something, all of a sudden I got to put my foot down and I step into a pothole or something. Do I want to be standing on a tall bike that I'm not used to? So I don't know. You know, you kind of always talk yourself out of stuff and then back into it and then back out of it and then back into it, and yeah, half the fun. But anyway, looks like I am probably going to be going back into the sun again. Oh, and we're going to follow this guy a little bit more. So anyway, if you guys have made it this far, thank you. God bless you for watching. Keep watching. Watch some of the old episodes. They're fun. Watch some of the future episodes. I'm sure they're going to be fun too. Why wouldn't they be? And if you enjoyed the show, go ahead and do all the fun YouTube stuff. You know, the subscribe, the thumbs up. Leave a comment if you are new to adventure riding, or would like to see some of those videos too, or have suggestions on bikes that maybe there's one I'm not even thinking of. I'm kind of in, you know, the northern U.S., Minnesota. There's not a huge selection of dealerships here, and the used, because of that, the used market often suffers. But I got a pretty good range of stuff to choose from, so I might just have to wait a while before I find the one I'm looking for. But if there are any suggestions of other models to look at, I'm all ears. So until next time, YouTube, thanks for watching, and have a good one. See you later.